Alright, now that we've configured our own company's e-invoicing settings, the next step is to enter the tax identification number, or TIN, for all of our customers. All customer TINs are stored in a place called the tax entity maintenance. This includes your own company's TIN, as well as those for your customers and suppliers. You can add new entries manually here, but let me show you a few better methods. First, let's go to R and open Debtor Maintenance. Okay, find and edit the customer you want to update. Once you're in the editor, click this Add New button here. This opens the New Tax Entity window with some particulars filled in. At this point, you can either get the information from your customer, or you can look it up on the MyTax portal. Search for their company name to find their TIN. Okay, once you find it, copy the TIN and paste it back into AutoCount. This one is missing an email, so I'll just key one in as an example. And the postcode. Now, click Save. After I save it, the entry is created. If we go back to the tax entity maintenance and refresh, you'll see the new company has been added. Okay, so for the next method, you can get a QR code from your customer. You can ask them to generate it from their portal. In the future, this will be standard. They would click here to download their QR code. After they've downloaded and shared the file with you, you can go to this screen and click Import QR Code. Just find the QR code image file, and the system will automatically fill in all their information. This name looks a bit strange because we're in a sandbox environment, so just click Save, and it's done. Now you just need to go back to that customer's record, let's say it's this one, edit it, and select the tax entity we just created to link them. Okay, that was the second method, importing a QR code. For the third method, let's try this. I'll create a new customer called bt.com Technology. Now, this time, I'll click Get TIN from API server. If this customer has previously shared their info publicly, you can simply find them here and click Add to Tax Entity. Okay, then click Save, and it's linked. You'll notice that if we check the tax entity list again, another new entry has been added. So this is a great method if the customer has already shared their data for other AutoCount users to see. But what if they haven't? What can you do? Let's take this customer, XYZ SDN BHD. They haven't shared their info publicly, so if I try to get TIN, I might not find them, right? These are other companies. So, if you can't find them, and you don't want to key everything in manually, you can click Get TIN, and then click this button, Request Company Tax Information. A window will pop up. Just copy this request link and send it to your customer. When your customer opens the link, it shows your company name as the requester. They just need to fill out this form. First, their email address. This must be a valid email to receive the verification code. Looks like this email was already used for another company in the system, so I'll cancel and use a different one. Okay, let me fill this out. Now, look at this checkbox. If the customer ticks this, their information will be made public for other AutoCount users to search. If they leave it unchecked and click Submit, only your company can retrieve the data. So now, a verification email is being sent. Okay, the email has arrived. We'll just key in the code and click Submit. After this step is done, 2 emails are sent out. One goes to your company's registered profile email, and the other one goes to the customer's email. The customer's email will contain a summary of the information they just submitted, and it also includes a link they can use to edit their details later. Our email copy won't have this edit link, but it will show the same information. Now that this is done, let's go back to AutoCount. Okay, now when you click Get TIN, again, the system finds the information that the customer just submitted. Now I'll save it. It shows a validation warning because I used a random number, but we can just click Yes to save it anyway. And there, we've successfully set up the debtor's TIN. Okay, the next method is the fastest one, using the batch function. Instead of sending requests one by one, we can do it for many customers at once. From this screen, I'll just filter for the customers I want to send the request to. Okay, then I click Batch Get TIN and press Yes. Now, for this to work, you must have your email server settings configured first, so the system can send emails out. If your server profile is set up, it will work automatically. If not, you'll need to key in your email here. We recommend setting this up in the main company profile. Okay, after that's done, I'll click Generate Request Link and send. There's an error because one of my customers is missing an email address. So the request was only sent for the one that had an email. Let me just close this for now. If I check my email, I can see another request has been received. You can see it came from the email address I configured. So at this point, the customer just needs to fill in their details again. Okay, the system prompts to use existing data, but I'll cancel that to show the manual process. I'll key in the TIN. And again, the option to share. Now, I'll click Submit. And just like before, an email with a new verification code will be sent. Okay, the email is here. Let me key in the code and submit. Okay, once that's filled out, we come back to this batch screen. The customer I just did was BJE. You could search for them individually, or just stay in this batch window. Now, make sure the customer is selected, and this time, click Retrieve and Update Tax Entity. Okay, the system confirms it has been retrieved, and a new tax entity was created. So now, if we go check the BJE customer record, the TIN is there. So, you have two ways to complete the batch process. You can go back to the customer file and get TIN, or you can use the Retrieve button right here in the batch window. And those are the different ways you can add your customers' TIN numbers in the system.